Taking surveys to escape your 9 to 5 is like digging out of prison with a spoon. Technically possible, statistically a life sentence. Let's start with the thing that probably got you here. Surveys. Online surveys. You've seen the ads. You've maybe even signed up for a few platforms. Swagbucks, Survey Junkie, Toluna. They're all over YouTube, Pinterest, every corner of the internet. And look, I'm not here to call you naive for considering them. The pitch is genuinely appealing. Get paid for your opinions, work from your couch, no experience required. But let's actually look at what this pays. The average survey on these platforms pays somewhere between 50 cents and $3. The average completion time is 8 to 15 minutes. Run those numbers and you're looking at roughly $3 to $6 per hour in effective earnings. And that's before you factor in the time spent qualifying for surveys, getting disqualified halfway through, and waiting for payout thresholds. You are not building anything. You are renting out your attention at a rate lower than minimum wage. And if you're working a 9 to 5 already, your free hours are your most valuable resource. Spending them here is not a side hustle. It's a trap dressed up in hustle culture language. So what's the actual difference between a real side hustle and a time sink? It comes down to one core concept: assets versus activity. Most people, when they think about earning more money, think about doing more things, more hours, more tasks, more gigs. That's activity. That's the same trap your day job already has you in, just with a different logo on the paycheck. An asset, on the other hand, is something you build once that continues generating value after the work is done. Think about the difference this way. A rideshare driver earns money while driving and stops earning the moment they park. But someone who builds a course on how to maximize rideshare income as a side hustle earns money while they're sleeping, while they're eating dinner, while they're at their kid's soccer game. Same industry, completely different relationship with time. Now here's where people get it wrong. They hear build an asset, and they think that means start a YouTube channel or write an ebook and watch the money roll in. That's not what I'm saying. Building an asset requires real upfront investment of time, skill, sometimes money. But the key difference is that the ceiling is not determined by your available hours. You are building something that can grow beyond your personal bandwidth. That's what scaling means. And it's the single most important mental shift you need to make if you're serious about long-term financial freedom. Which brings us to myth number 1, passive income. This phrase has been so thoroughly ruined by gurus about selling courses, that a lot of serious people have started rejecting the concept entirely. And I get it, but throwing the concept out is a mistake. The issue isn't the idea, it's the misrepresentation. Passive income is real, but it is never passive at the beginning. A rental property generates passive income, but someone bought it, maintained it, found tenants, and dealt with leaky pipes before it became truly hands-off. A stock portfolio generates passive income through dividends, but someone spent years contributing, learning, and making decisions before that compounded. An online business generates passive income, but someone stayed up until midnight building it while working a full-time job before it ran on its own. The myth isn't that passive income exists. The myth is that it's easy or immediate. What actually happens with legitimate passive income streams is this. You front-load the work massively. You accept that you won't see returns for a while. And then, if you build something with genuine value, the returns start arriving and continue arriving with diminishing active effort over time. The people selling you a dream, where you set something up in a weekend and retire by Thursday, are not describing a business model. They're describing their marketing funnel. You are the product they're selling. That's the honest version of the passive income conversation. So what are the online income models that actually have scaling potential? Let me give you the framework I use to evaluate any opportunity. Ask yourself 3 questions. First, does this have a ceiling tied to my personal time? If yes, it doesn't scale. Second, does the value compound over time? Good content, good software, good educational products. These get more valuable as they accumulate. Surveys, gig platforms, most freelance work. These don't. Third, can someone else eventually run this? If the answer is never, you haven't built a business. You've built a second job. Models that pass this test include content creation paired with monetization systems. not as a fame play, but as a distribution mechanism for products or services you own. Digital products like templates, tools, or courses. Affiliate marketing done properly. Not spam links, but genuine recommendation ecosystems built around trust and niche authority. Software as a service, if you have technical skills or the ability to partner with someone who does. And productized services, where you take a skill, package it into a repeatable offer, and eventually hire others to deliver it. These are not overnight solutions, but they are real. And they have produced real financial independence for real people who were sitting exactly where you are right now. Now, let's address myth number 2, saturated markets. This one holds so many capable people hostage. They have an idea. They Google it. They find that other people are already doing it, and they conclude that the ship has sailed. But this reasoning fundamentally misunderstands how markets work. Saturation means there is proven demand. Every successful business that exists is proof that customers are willing to pay for something. Your job is not to be the first. It's to be better in some specific, meaningful way for a specific audience. Think about the coffee industry. It is, by any measure, impossibly saturated. Starbucks, Dunkin', independent cafes on every corner, grocery store shelves overflowing with options. And yet specialty coffee roasters with clear brand identities continue to launch and thrive. Not because they invented coffee, because they served a particular type of customer better than anyone else was serving them. The personal finance space on YouTube is saturated, and yet channels continue to grow by focusing on specific demographics. Young teachers, single parents, immigrant families navigating new financial systems. Audiences that the major creators weren't speaking to directly. Quality, specificity, and genuine understanding of your audience will always find an audience. The saturation myth is also backward in another important way. If you enter a market with zero competition, that's not an opportunity. That's a warning sign. It usually means there's no customer demand, no proven revenue model, or both. Mild to heavy competition means you're standing on solid ground in terms of market validation. Your competitive strategy becomes your differentiator, not your entry ticket. Here's what I want you to take away from this. If you're sitting in a job that doesn't excite you, watching the clock, dreaming about something more, you are not failing by being there. You are in a position that most entrepreneurs used as their launching pad. The income from that job is your runway. The skills from that job are transferable. The problem is not your situation. It's the advice you've been given about how to escape it. You have been told to start small with low-yield activity, when you should be starting smart with high-ceiling assets. You have been sold a fantasy about passive income, when the reality is hard work front-loaded for long-term reward. And you have been scared away from viable markets by the myth of saturation, when the data shows that quality and specificity almost always find their audience. The side hustles that scale are not glamorous at the start. They require you to learn something, build something, and be patient longer than most people are willing to be. That's exactly why they work. Because most people quit. The ones who don't are the ones who understood the game before they started playing it. And now you do too. If this hit home, subscribe because we go deep on these topics every week. No fluff, no fake results, just frameworks that actually hold up under pressure. And if you want the tactical next step, the next video covers exactly how to pick your first real scalable income stream based on the skills you already have. That one is worth your time.